Hey y'all, today I'm going to show you how to make an easy strawberry lemonade cake. One of my favorite desserts when the weather is warm, very tasty, okay? Now to make this easy and reliable. That's the thing I found with a lot of cake baking. I hear people tell me they cannot get reliable results. Well, using a base of a box cake is a way to help get that result because these are very consistent, okay? But if you want a homemade strawberry cake for the base, then I will link that recipe in the description. I'm going to use this box cake, and I'm also going to use some freeze-dried strawberries, 1 cup of flour. Now, this is 120 grams. You either need to weigh it or you need to scoop it in to your measuring cup and then level it off. It's very easy to go overboard with the flour, okay? So be mindful. 1 cup of sugar. I have 3 eggs. I'm using 1 stick of butter. It can be salted or unsalted, to be honest with you, okay? Now, to keep this easy, I'm using some strawberry preserves. I like using this one because the ingredients are very minimal and it has a good strawberry flavor. Now, what you could also do is make like a strawberry reduction, but that's not easy. That takes forever, okay? So I'm not doing that today, okay? I'm also using strawberry extract, lemon extract, 1 cup of sour cream, and a half of a cup of milk. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. We're going to start by pulverizing the freeze-dried strawberries. I like using these because they add strawberry flavor, but they don't add moisture, okay? And this is just straight up strawberries. That's the only thing in this. So I'm going to grind these, and what I'm going to need is about 2 tablespoons of this powder. I'm going to use a magic bullet to get this fine, or as fine as it can go. All right, there we go. Very, very fine powder. Now, I want about 2 tablespoons. That being said, say you didn't want this to be a strawberry lemonade cake, you just wanted that strawberry flavor, then you could save some of this, and you can also put this in the frosting, and that will give a very strong strawberry frosting. So this is about how much we're going to stick into the cake. Since I'm adding flour to this mixture, I like to sift my flour. So I'm going to add my 1 cup of flour, and then into this, I'm going to put 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder, not baking soda. Those are not the same. I'm also going to put in 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to start sifting this into my mixing bowl. This will knock out any lumps and just make your cake batter a bit lighter. Now, you cannot leave behind anything in the sieve. Everything needs to be dumped in. I'm also going to add my cake mix. Now, probably sifting the cake mix might not be necessary, okay? Okay, it's a cake mix, it's very forgiving. But I've already sifted the flour, so why not? I'm going to go ahead and just throw in the strawberry powder. Now, y'all, I want you to tell me in the comments if you've ever made a strawberry cake. For the summer, it's actually one of my favorite cakes to make. I'm going to add in the 1 cup of sugar. And I'm going to just mix these ingredients together before I put in all the wet ingredients. I'm going to make just a little well in the middle of the mix. And then I'm going to add pretty much all the wet ingredients in at once. So this is 1 stick of butter. All I did was melt it. My 1/2 cup of milk. I'm using whole milk. I just cracked my 3 eggs into my measuring cup. If you are wondering why I am using jam instead of just like reducing strawberries or just cutting up fresh strawberries and putting them in here, something you got to realize is that when it comes to fruit-based cakes, the moisture is what can get out of control. It can make your cake dense. It can make your cake fall. So by using jam, which is already reduced, okay, what you tend to do is reduce the chances that your cake is going to be dense or gummy. So just remember that when you're making a fruit-based cake, you gotta be mindful, all right? So I would not suggest just, taking 2 cups of strawberries and just throwing them in this recipe. All right, you may throw off the balance of the cake in a way you didn't expect. Okay, so just be really mindful. That's why I like to stick to the freeze-dried options. A little bit of lemon extract is going to bring out the strawberry flavor and brighten it a bit. I'm just using a tiny amount, like a half of a teaspoon. Now, what is going to increase and vamp up that strawberry flavor is this strawberry extract. This is easily found at Walmart or any grocery store. It's not hard to find at all. Okay. 1 teaspoon should be enough. This is totally optional, but I'm going to put in 1 singular drop of red food coloring, just to make sure it maintains that pink color with the addition of the, flour and other things. So all we gotta do now is mix this together. You can use a hand mixer if you want. Beautiful, nice pink color. Smells very strawberry. One thing you don't want to over mix. I'm going to make sure I mix until it just comes together, and that shouldn't take any more than about 2 minutes. What you do want to look out for is just making sure there's no enormous blobs of like preserves. I kind of just press them out, but then some of those are just strawberry chunks. When I tell y'all I love a sheet cake, I love a sheet cake, all right? I don't want to have to be stacking nothing if I don't have to, okay? But you are definitely welcome to do 2 8-inch pans, 2 9-inch pans, okay? But I always go for the 9x13. Cupcakes even work, okay? So this pan is pretty non-stick, but I am going to spray it anyway because y'all know I don't really trust it. And then we're gonna add that batter. This cake batter is so delicious, child. When I tell you, your kid gonna love licking this spoon. This cake can take, maybe 30 minutes to bake. Could be 28. You really just have to watch it. At the end of the day, you just gotta wait until the middle of the toothpick. When you stick in the middle of the cake, it comes out clean. All right, y'all, I'm gonna take my cake out of the oven. I have been baking mine for about 35 minutes, okay? I used a toothpick and also a temp probe to measure the internal temperature to know that it was done. A lot of people don't know this, but cakes do have an ideal internal temperature. Most of the time you're looking for anywhere from 200 to 210, depending on the density of the cake. So with my sheet cakes, I usually aim for about 205, 206. 210 is fine. That's the upper limit. It just got up to there because y'all had to turn my camera on and everything, and then that extra minute, temperature went up. For the frosting, I'm going to be doing a lemon-based frosting because this is kind of, strawberry lemonade vibe, okay? So I'm going to put in 8 ounces of cream cheese and a stick of butter. This butter is unsalted, so I'm just going to add a little pinch of salt. I'm going to start off beating my cream cheese and butter together. Now that that is mixed together, I'm going to put in some lemon curd. This is really going to give you that pure lemon, just delicious flavor. How much you want to add is up to you. Now, my thing with this cake is I want there to be lemon flavor. I don't want the lemon flavor to overwhelm because I don't want the strawberry and the lemon flavors to compete. All right, so I'm going to be adding about 1/4 of a cup. I'm also going to put in about a teaspoon of vanilla extract and just a capful of lemon extract right now. What is a capful? I don't know. I don't know what the measurement is. Going to put in a little bit of lemon zest using a microplane. Now I'm going to add in some powdered sugar. I'm going to start off with about 2 cups of powdered sugar. I will adjust the sweetness after I taste it. I'm also going to add a little bit of lemon juice. Maybe about a tablespoon is going in here. And I'm going to mix these together. I'm going to add a little more powdered sugar to mine. I'm going to add a little bit more lemon curd as well as a touch more lemon juice, and I think it should be perfect. This is the finished lemon frosting. My cake is now completely cooled. I like to let my cake sit for over an hour. Y'all, you can't let that greedy spirit get you, okay? And ice it while it's a little bit warm. That frosting is just gonna melt. I always love to let this cake sit one day overnight because I just feel like it's even more moist and delicious. And if I can tell y'all a secret, I almost like this better than my homemade, like totally from scratch strawberry cake. I really feel like this recipe is a winner. I served this to my coworkers. They absolutely loved it. That frosting was just to live for, y'all. Bright, lemony, and the cake was moist and very much strawberry light. Let me know if you're going to try this recipe. I'll see you next time in Kamira's Kitchen. Goodbye, y'all, and God bless.